In previous videos, we have seen how we can easily use GitHub Codespaces to set up a development environment. If you have not checked those videos yet, please do so by clicking on the I tag. This video shows how we can overcome the 60-hour limit on GitHub Codespaces in Visual Studio Code. To do this, we will use a feature called dev containers. Dev containers are similar to GitHub Codespaces but run on the local system, so you don't have any limitations. Before we continue, there are a few prerequisites that we need to take care of. First, you need to have Docker installed on your machine. Dev containers rely on Docker to create isolated environments for your projects. If you haven't installed Docker yet, please do so before proceeding. Knowledge about Docker will help you understand how dev containers work, but it is not mandatory. We also need to install the dev container plugin for Visual Studio Code. You can find it in the marketplace for dev containers. Install the extension and reload your VS Code. That is all the setup we need to do before we can start using dev containers in our projects. This is the same repo that we used in the previous videos. You can find the link to the repo in the description below. We will use the same repo to show you how to set up a development environment using the dev container extension. Copy the Git URL of the repo as shown. After copying, go to VS Code and double-check if the dev containers extension is installed. If it is not installed, please install it. Next, search for dev containers, clone repository and container volume in the command palette and select. Paste the copied Git URL when prompted. That's it. Now it will set up the development environment using dev containers and everything locally. First time setup may take a while as the base image needs to be downloaded and the container created. As you can see, I can see my code and run it. Python is installed in the container, but not in my local system. In my IDE, we have Python installed. But in my local terminal, we can see Python is not found. Now we will stop the dev container and reopen it to see how quickly it opens. Let's stop it. Now let's reopen it again. As you know, it takes less time to open the development environment. That is how dev containers can help us to create a consistent development environment quickly and easily. Also, overcome the limitations of GitHub Codespaces. The following video will explore creating a dev container JSON file from scratch. This is helpful when you want to customize the development environment for your specific project needs, and no pre-built template is helpful for your project. That is it for this video. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer them as soon as possible. Also, share this video with your friends who might find it useful.